Hello, welcome to another episode of Commander Fodder. So we're up to Scourge. As always, I just hopped onto MTGen and generated a virtual card pool. And in one of the rare slots was Dragon Mage. This is going to be the last Commander Fodder episode of 2023. So this is going to go out the first week in December of 2023. And then the next time I do one of these will be first week of January 2024. And so in the meantime, I'm planning on, in this Tuesday slot, doing at least one, maybe two, because I've got a couple of weeks where I need to fill that Tuesday slot. So yeah, I'm probably going to do a couple of deck building videos in archidekt. I know one that I'm definitely going to do, which is a set I'm going to feature in a sort of return to set musings for December. But also there will be a deck building video as well with repacks, dollar armor repacks as well during the actual, for want of a better word, like Christmas week, from Christmas Day through to New Year's Day. I'm planning a sort of week of repacks to go out then. So yeah, a few deck building videos outside of the usual Commander Fodder episodes, and of course these will be those videos will all be like a limited sealed pool of 6 packs, and I won't be using the algorithm in here as a mental prop, as I usually do. But anyway, back to this episode. So Dragon Mage was there, and 5 and 2 reds, a 5/5 with flying. Whenever Dragon Mage deals combat damage to a player, each player discards his or her hand and draws 7 cards. So at this point I thought, well, I definitely need to pick a commander that has that sort of effect where, when it does combat damage, it forces players to discard a card. And there were a few candidates for that. You notice I've got blue, red, black here, so that gives you some clue as to which legendary dragon I ended up going with. This is going to be a dragon. I'm sure there's other cards which, when they deal combat damage to a player, force the player to discard a hand. So I decided, well, let's go back to the OG discard dragon, which is Augur of Bolas, with the old school artwork from Legends. I have a copy of this, but in the other version, what's the white border one called? Chronicles. But also since then as well, there's been other artwork versions of it, more modern artwork versions. So 2 blue, 2 black, 2 red. It's a 7/7. One of 5 of the original Elder Dragons, of which EDH originally got its name, has flying. An opponent damaged by Augur of Bolas must discard entire hand. Ignore this effect if opponent has no cards left in hand. Pay blue, black, red during your upkeep, or Augur of Bolas is buried, so it does have an upkeep cost. The Chronicles version of this is quite a bit cheaper, I seem to remember. Yeah, $1.79. So let's just, oh, come on. What did I do there? Yeah, let's play the white border version, shall we? Try and keep ourselves within budget a little bit. We don't want a card where it's more expensive than probably the whole deck. So this one discards, your opponent done damage, discards hand. This one is interesting because whenever Dragon Mage deals combat damage to a player, each player discards his. So all the player, each player discards their hand. So yeah, symmetrical, asymmetrical. We've got the upkeep cost. So let's see, with this sort of minimal starting point, what the hell we end up with. Okay, I'm losing it here today. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little bit sick, and I thought I was getting better, but not. But I decided anyway to just press ahead with these and do them, because unfortunately this week I've got rather a packed schedule with a lot of the online learning that I'm currently doing for the CS50 stuff and the series there. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of wiggle room to reschedule shooting video shoots. So yeah, unfortunately I'm just going to plough on in and see what the hell mess I can make. Right, let's go back into search. Okay, I think we're better here. Okay, normally when it does this it means it's not happy with having too few cards, but yeah, in the past I've been able to get away with 2 cards and some land. Yeah, okay, I thought I'd already run this anyway. So I figured that Niv Mizzet, another choice, there is a version I think of Niv Mizzet that has a similar effect, although not quite so severe. So yeah, it's just basically a discard build here. We're going to see what we can do. I should really look for some enchantments first, I think, because there's some stuff like this, which is really useful. Whenever an opponent discards a card, it does 2 damage, so maybe I should do that and that. So what I want to do is basically punish our opponents for discarding cards. We can get some interesting interactions as well going on, probably with Bloodchief Ascension. Did I get? Yeah, I did. I should probably play some Spectres as well. Let's just do that to get it. Again, I'm just trying to force the hand of chance here a little bit, so that the algorithm, generates cards which are gonna be in that sort of wheelhouse. That'll be good in the deck. So yeah, some Spectres. I think Crosis was another candidate for this deck as well as a possible commander. So I'm going to put that in as one of the 99. Romancer. I just fancy having some sort of wheel effect in here as well. Actually, no, let's take it out for the moment and just see how far it goes with the... Yeah, let's try that first. Okay. Should we just go all in with Spectres? Oh, yeah. It's just too tempting, isn't it? Yeah, let's do it. Just go for it. what as well. Let's go into sorceries, because we were talking about ultimatums this week, weren't we? I think we need that. Should run a Siphon Mind. What's this? Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Ooh. When you cast a Bolas planeswalker spell. Let's see. Some interesting potential interactions here. So, do I want to run a load of Bolas stuff as well? Yeah. Okay. It's Bolas and Spectres. Let's just do it. Bolas and Spectre, friends. This is shaping up to one unpleasant deck. So I was in the sorceries on that when I saw that. Gain control of a target creature. Interesting removal. Yep, Diabolic Tutor. We'll see. Where do I position myself with this? Because we're not really playing many dragons at the moment. Okay, bouncing around a bit here because I'm trying to sculpt this deck a little bit so the algorithm sort of behaves itself. I'm trying to avoid going down Dragon Tribal or anything like that. I think I'm probably okay now. I'm just going to take the hint that I want to do heavy discard. Okay, let's run all the signets. So mainly protection and mana generation going on here. Okay. What's the Deceiver? Why is she running that? Okay, there we go. All Planeswalkers. Let's have a look. See if we've got any other enchantments we want to just amplify our synergies with discard or the discard itself. I should. Yeah, okay, we'll run that. We can get some interesting. So whenever a player's opponent's dealt 3 or more damage by a single source, that player discards a card. Mystic Study. Do that and that, I think. 7 enchantments. Okay. What are we on the instant side of things? Anything? So we currently have no instants at all. We have 5 sorceries. Let's have a look. See what gets suggested. Crosis Charm would be nice to terminate. I don't know, it is tempting to run a Chaos Warp because they're in a bit of a chaosy thing going on in the deck. We've got Counterspell, we've got a Dark Ritual, Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, I always end up playing that though, maybe I'll. So Brainstorm. Could potentially have a lot of stuff going in the graveyard as well, so we might have to be a bit mindful of that. See what else we've got. Nope. Yeah, definitely Command Tower. That. Wilds. Tower. That's what I was after. Bojuka Bog. Just think about this. Do I want to run? Okay, I'm going to just switch to land here. Did I grab a reliquary? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. So let's run that. Rogue's Passage. Well, she enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Come back to this later. Creatures. let's get some of this land sorted out. Okay, so at the moment we're definitely playing a lot more black than any other colour. And I'll probably get this up to 37, so let's just start off with that. Okay. Couple more maybe. Blue, black and red, black. Okay, that works. Oh, okay, so we've got an awful lot of stuff here. Maybe we do need to just play a load of artifacts. Right. Anything else that I want to play on the utility land side of things? So I could run a panorama. Right. Actually, yeah, let's run slightly more land. Let's see if there's anything I want to really swap out. It's tempting to run a Chaos Warp. If I run that, what do I want to take out? Yeah, maybe I won't add insult to injury by pinching people's stuff as well. Okay. except by Augur of Bolas. Right. Just save this. Export it. Right, I think we're going to have a bit of a problem with that curve here, maybe. But let's try a few sample hands, see how things look. And it's difficult with these to goldfish these because of course there's a lot of discard going on of opponents' hands and things like that, which you can't really emulate at all. So, playtester, but let's just see how we get in terms of just playing stuff out, which is mainly how I do this. So we've got, okay, not great. So we need this out before we can brainstorm. We've got no blue, so let's just do that. Okay, so I think what we need to do is get our signet out. Okay, now we've got some black mana as well. Cool. So we've got a filter one here, colourless. We can also start getting people to discard stuff. Well, might as well get that out. You can brainstorm at any time. That's not looking too bad. Of course, we don't really want to also make sure when we cast this we've got plenty of mana to play around with. It's going to take a while to get into play as well. So, yeah, side Spectre. So let's just see once our discard and unpleasantness starts arriving. We have a terminate. Any artifacts? Yeah. Okay. There we go. I think we're starting to cook here. Lightning Greaves. Why not? Ready to go. Oh, there's a Bolas. So we can have 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks castable. Okay, good. Yep. Looks like fun. Okay, let's try another hand. Right, keep that. What do we got? Red, blue, yeah. Okay. Draw. Our blue spell, get the signet out, which means now we could play this out. We get to draw off it as well. Interesting blocker, but yeah, maybe I'd save that. Let's give my. Okay, we're a little bit stuck though. I can't get that out either. Oops. Oh yes I can, yeah. So I got my filter land out. Okay. Siphon Mind. So I've still only got access to 3 mana. But that does make that castable. Gonna murder Strix, this which isn't castable yet. So I got some removal here, and we got some card draw, which is cool. Okay, Crumbling Necropolis comes into play tapped. So we're slowly getting there. Like I said, we really can't cast this until quite a bit later, but keep your eye on that. Okay. 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. So both 8 mana. Well, we're good with removal anyway. Although we're going to be a bit stuffed if we got any double red stuff. So it's okay, blue. Not really much going on here. Well, our mana base is looking pretty good, if nothing else. Okay. So, under normal circumstances, we'd probably be emptying this if we're removing stuff. So we got 1, 2 piece of removal. We've got Baleful Strix. This I'd forgotten about actually. Oh, let's just cast those out. Let's empty my hand. Blue. Okay. Oh, we seem to be making our land drops. Oh, there's a Cruel Ultimatum, Raven Man, Lightning Greaves, blah blah blah. Not seeing many spectres though, interestingly enough. Okay. What do we got? I think every one so far we've seen a signet of some description. Let's cast more. We got a Counterspell. We got this. Okay. Well, that emptied our hand pretty quick. Diabolic Tutor, good. Counterspell, nice. Another Bolas. How much mana we got access to? So we do have blue through this filter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay. Visage of Bolas. Okay. Get up to shenanigans with that. There's the Strix again. Yeah. It's interesting, we're not seeing many of our discard spells, funnily enough. Let's see. Do we have any luck? I'll do one more. Right. Command Tower. Rogue's Passage. All the mana. We have a Spectre. Yeah, we have a Burnished Hart. Sangromancer. I need 2 black, which... That. Probably need to crack that at some point to make up for my mana deficiencies. I mean, I do have a command tower, which is handy, so I can... So I've got all my mana, but I can use this when I need, say, 2 of a particular colour, like in this instance. Funny. Yeah, Bojuka Bog. Save that. Got a Notion Thief. Okay. So another one that looks like fun to sort of play around with. Could be a bit slow getting off the ground because of course we've got quite a few the really splashy stuff that's quite high casting cost. I'm just wondering whether I would want to pull some of the other high casting cost stuff, so I can have a bit more fun with spectres, maybe, because I noticed we didn't get a lot of creatures out, so that's the only thing. So yeah, I probably want to, just wondering whether I'd want to increase the creature count and just go less on the Bolas side of stuff, just to really go with that discard ability. As I said, there may be a blue, black, red commander. I mean, it is tempting to maybe run something like Crosis or something similar and go with like dragons and spectres, maybe. It's $250. I don't know whether it's picked up all of the costs on these. Yeah, some are missing, probably. Just trying to work out in here, like, there's something expensive sitting in here, because this is $100 and most of these spectres are pretty cheap generally. So, oh, it's the Shieldred. Okay, so maybe we could lose that if price was that would get rid of nearly $100. So yeah, that might be a valid cut if you're trying to keep the price down. And I suspect some of these are, so that one's $10. Artifacts aren't super expensive. Again, if we start playing around with the Bolas side of things, we'd need to get rid of some of these namesake cards because they wouldn't have any relevance anymore, particularly where they're tutoring out certain things. Yeah, so yeah, it does look like a fun, to run with that, and maybe, I don't know, you could even cut the Bolas side out of it, but have, dragons and spectres might be an interesting, hand emptying strategy, and sort of play around with that. So there we have it. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I'll catch you in a future episode.